Thank you so much. We actually have Cardinal Newman parents live in our studio tonight to talk more about the events that have unfolded. Terry Wright, Tracy Skipper, and Devlon Porter. Thank you all for being here with us today. Let me start by just asking the emotions when you first saw this video.
Well, it took me by surprise because I couldn't believe that anything like this would happen at Cardinal Newman. I made a conscious choice to send my daughter there to be with like-minded peers in order to gain more spiritual development and as well as intellectual development.
And Tracy, some people, I don't think necessarily fairly, have viewed this as a black versus white issue, but this is an issue that you all want people to know many Cardinal Newman parents care about.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is the threats against the school were very specific. They were targeted against African Americans, but as someone said Monday, you know, bullets don't see color, and you know it was a threat to our entire community. So you know, we take it very seriously.
Devlon, I know you posted, had some passionate posts on Facebook, now an open letter about 4 pages long that you and a number of other parents have signed on to. What is your primary concern at this point?
Well, to be honest with you, with the letter that was prepared, those are great issues that we definitely need to address. But my primary concern right now would be the safety of our kids in the community, being that this kid was locked up and let back out. And I still feel like there's a danger that still exists. So I think that handling that situation correctly and justly would be the proper thing to do right now.
Well, and by reading the letter, and either one of you ladies can weigh in, it seems that one of the issues is that obviously someone shot the video and that a group of students knew about this and said nothing. So is that part of the concern where you aren't quite sure that there is not an ongoing threat?
I think that's been one of the most vocal concerns about parents, from parents in our community, that they're not sure their children are safe because they don't know who saw the video, who's sympathetic to what's in the video. And clearly our policies, our handbook says we have a duty to report dangerous threats, and clearly there was a student who had it, we think, since May and didn't report and endangered our entire community.
And talking about school policy, the town hall is coming up tomorrow. You're hoping to hear from the administration about the decision to allow the student to withdraw. Initially, the incident report from Richland County said that the student was expelled, but the principal has now said that is not the case. The student was allowed to withdraw, and that's also another issue for parents.
That is correct. And we'd also like to hear about the student that received the shoot up the school video. What is happening with that student? Will they be allowed to come back to Cardinal Newman as well?
So tell me what you want to hear moving forward, because from what I've heard, nobody is necessarily thinking about withdrawing their student, but you want some assurances about them being safe when school resumes in about 2 weeks. What are some reasonable, effective action steps that you want to talk about and consider?
Well, I think first of all, we need to address the students that may be involved, because sending my child back to school with students that may be sympathetic to his actions, that I'm uncomfortable with. So with that, I'd like to see more procedures put in place to help kids out with racial diversity, ethnic backgrounds, and things of that nature, and so that they can understand and be sympathetic towards racial discrimination and things of that nature.
Well, I know that the letter's about 4 pages long. I've read it in its entirety. It is also posted on wystv.com if you would like to read it. It also addresses issues about hiring a diversity officer, as you mentioned, diversity training, and giving kids a safe space to talk about issues like this. We thank you all for taking the time to come and talk with us today, and we hope to check in with you tomorrow to see how you feel about the dialogue at the town hall meeting as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you all.